Hello everyone, welcome to this particular video where we are going to talk about the difference between data analytics and data science. Now, if you are a data enthusiast, you must be wondering what exactly is the difference between data science and data analytics, because both of these terms sounds very similar. But what exactly is the difference? How technically is the path different for both these fields? So in this particular video, I'll try to simplify these two fields for you, and you will be able to understand how the job role is different, how the responsibilities are different, how the learning is different, and how the career growth is different. So I hope this video will be very useful for all of you. But before I start this video, I want all of you to please subscribe to this channel and do follow Analytics Lab. Okay, now to understand the difference between data science and data analytics, so we are going to talk about data analytics versus data science. Now, both of these fields are related to, first of all, data, right? So we need to understand what is data. I have created a detailed video about what is data and what is data analytics. You can check out that video, but those of you who are listening to me for the very first time, data is nothing but your information, right? And information can be humongous. For example, just think, let's say this entire circle represents everyone who is working with, let's say, TCS, Tata Consulting Services. Now there are around, I am just assuming 2 lakh employees. 2 lakh employees. Now if I just collect the data regarding their name, their age, their gender, and their salary. So if this is the data I am collecting for every employee who is working with TCS, you will get 2 lakh rows, right? But what is the usage of this data? How a company will use it, or why a company needs this data? What we can do with this data? So let's assume that this person is Mr. Tata, and I'm not talking about Ratan Tata, I'm talking about someone who is representing TCS. Now this person wants to understand, number one, how the employees looks like in my company. So how employees looks like in my company, basically what is the gender distribution, or maybe what is the age group, or maybe how many are male, how many are female. So this person, Mr. Tata, wants to understand the entire employees segment, the entire employees that this person has hired. Now let's say if this is you, I'm giving it my name, Sumit. Now Sumit will, or Sumit may, tell Mr. Tata about each individual. So let's say person number 1, person number 2, person number 3, and so on till person number 2 lakh. Now Sumit can tell to Mr. Tata about each individual one by one. Now don't you think this is going to be a tedious task? Plus on top of it, it is going to be a very bad way to explain something to a person like Mr. Tata, because he does not have that much time, right? We do have time, but that person does not have time. So what is the requirement? The requirement is to consolidate the information. The requirement is to summarize the information, right? So basically, if this is my data, and if I want to answer a few questions like um, which age group has maximum employees, or basically let's say what's the minimum and max salary, or maybe how many or what percentage of males and females employees are there, right? So if these are the questions that I want to address and I want to communicate this information to someone like Mr. Tata, I need to consolidate this data. I need to somehow compress this data and fetch out this information, right? This is what data analytics is. So data analytics is all about playing with the data and trying to find out the most relevant and the useful information that a business owner or maybe a business stakeholder can use it for some business decisions, right? So basically from this data I need to fetch all these answers. So once I am able to fetch all these answers, I can tell that to Mr. Tata. And who will do this? Data analyst. Data analyst. Now, how he will do it? Using the tools and techniques that you learn in data analytics. So data analytics is basically the first step in the ladder of the entire data journey. So if I just represent it like this, then data analytics is over here. This is data analytics, because you learn how to play with the data. You learn how to extract the meaningful information from the data so that a business can use it. Now assume, just try to Google how much data Blinkit or Zomato is generating per day. It will be in TBs. I assume 2 or 3 TB per day. But given this much amount of data, are they able to make decisions based on it? Are they able to decide which product to keep and which product to remove? They are able to do it. But who is the person behind it? The data analytics workforce. So they are those people who are professional in fetching out all these amazing informations from the data so that a business can use it. I hope this would have cleared the doubt regarding what is data analytics. But then what is data science? Now, when we talk about data science, I'm stepping one more level in my ladder. So now I'm reaching over here, data science. So I have added science to the data now. Now what that mean? Let's take, I have the same data and I'll draw it over here. Let's say I have the data of name, age, gender, salary, and I am adding one more information or one more column. Let's say which employee is the active employee and which employee has left the company. So active question mark. Now it will be yes if the employee is active, it will be no if the employee is not active. Now let's say this is the data I have for all the employees who would have worked with TCS in last 10 years. So all employees who worked with TCS in last 10 years. Now the question is, can I use this data to somehow create a model? Now, I'm using the term model, but think in such way. Let's say I have a machine, a magic machine. I will call it as a magic machine. Now, what this magic machine can do? If you provide this magic machine with the age of the employee, with the gender, and with the current salary, so I will say C salary. Let's say these are the information I provide of a particular employee who is currently working with the company. This magic machine can tell me whether this particular person will stay with the company or whether the person will leave the company. So stay or leave. Now this magic machine is powered by this data, powered by this historical data. Historical data. So as of now, if you are not able to understand what is historical data, just try to understand the example of magic machine. So this magic machine can take the information, can take the details of a particular data point. As of now, this is my employee, and then based on the past data, based on what has happened with the company, it can tell you what will happen with this employee. And that is known as predictive analytics. We are trying to predict something, we are trying to predict the outcome of something that will happen in the future, right? So data science is all about adding some science on top of the data, and one science that we have just talked about is predictive analytics. Like this, there are more such examples. For example, if you use, let's say, Netflix, you will find out that as soon as you start watching some movies, the Netflix platform will change the appearance of your landing page, appearance of your home page, according to your preference of the movies you watch. For example, if you are watching a lot of romantic movies because Valentine Day is here, then in that case it will change the entire home page according to your preference, and that is known as recommendation system. The platform is trying to recommend you the most good movie or the most relevant movie according to your taste and according to your requirement. So this is another example. You might have used Google keyboard, right? Whenever you try to type something, let's say I am typing how are, it will automatically show you some suggestions like how are you, how are things, how are they. How it is happening? This is happening based on recommendations. This is happening based on recommendation system. Then you would have seen nowadays people are using some algorithmic way of predicting what is going to be the stock price of a particular stock. Now that is done using machine learning. So data science is a field where you take one step ahead of just using the data to fetch the information. So you are fetching the information, but you are able to use that information in a more detailed way, right? In a more fashionized way. So that is what your data science is. So in nutshell, just to summarize this video, always remember one thing: there is a ladder, a CD. You are data analyst, then you are over here. You are data scientist, then you are over here. So someone who is learning data science has definitely to learn data analytics, and someone who are in data analytics position can automatically add few more knowledge points like learning machine learning, recommendation system, time series analysis, and a little bit of deep learning that will help you to take a step ahead in this ladder and become data scientist after learning data science. So this is what it is, data science and data analytics. Now if you have any more questions about this particular topic, please drop your question in the comment section. And if you have any suggestions, please drop that also in the comment section. I will be happy to answer all your queries, and I will be seeing you. I'll be waiting for you to watch my next video, which will be posting very soon. So for more such interesting content, keep following Analytics Lab.